let me ask you, do you think that the US can play an important role in Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job? Because I did an analysis just a few days ago concerning this particular meeting here between Raila Odinga himself and the US ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman. And according to Raila Odinga, they talked about his African Union Commission top job. I will read for you that particular statement by Raila Odinga. But according to Raila Odinga's supporters, real die-hard supporters, they are saying that there is no way the US cannot and will never ever determine Raila Odinga's position for the African Union Commission top job. The reason to this is because Kenya is not a colony of the US. That is fine, well and good. But the question is, why then did Raila Odinga hosted the US ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman, at his home, just to discuss his African Union Commission top job? Remember the same Meg Whitman that Raila Odinga insulted just a few months ago.
Tell the rogue ambassador, Kenya is not United States. Kenya is not a colony of the United States. Keep your mouth shut when you're here. Otherwise, you will call for your recall back to your country. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
According to this article here, it reads, Raila Odinga holds talks with the US ambassador, Meg Whitman, at his house in African Union bid push. This statement is very clear. Raila Odinga himself says this. We discussed a range of issues, including my candidature for the African Union Commission chairmanship. So the real reason, Raila Odinga had to look for Meg Whitman urgently, it was because of his African Union Commission bid push. Raila Odinga understands very well the importance of the US involvement in his African Union Commission bid, and is not taking any chances for granted. What if today the US president, for example, Joe Biden, wakes up to endorse Raila Odinga publicly as the best person for the African Union Commission top job? I want to assure you that it will be a major boost for Raila Odinga. So to the rest of Raila Odinga supporters out there, the US can play a very, very important role in Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job. That is one of the reasons as to why Raila Odinga had to look for the US ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman, for her support. Because if Meg Whitman endorsed Raila Odinga, it will boost Raila Odinga's AU bid. But then, the question is, did Raila Odinga secure his support, any endorsement from Meg Whitman after that particular meeting? The answer is no. A very big no. Because had Meg Whitman endorsed Raila Odinga for the African Union Commission top job, the first person to inform us would be Raila Odinga. Raila would have posted that the US ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman, has agreed to endorse my candidature for the African Union Commission bid. Or even Meg Whitman herself would have posted that I met with Raila Odinga. We discussed his African Union Commission top job, and therefore I offer my full support to Raila Odinga. Why then is the US against Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job? Let me give you the details right from there. But before that, just a quick reminder that if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed, I'm requesting you to please just take a second or two and subscribe to this channel. You can also give this video a like. It is very important so that YouTube can automatically recommend this channel and also this video in particular to reach out to others. The only way that we can improve on this channel to grow is by subscribing. So to all those who have already subscribed, they're listening or they're watching, I really want to appreciate you. I don't take the support for granted. Having said that, now let us go straight, step by step, into the details. Why do you think Meg Whitman did not assure Raila Odinga the support for the African Union Commission top job? Does this really mean that even the US is against Raila Odinga's African Union Commission top job? If that is the case, then why? Number one, what has contributed a lot to this? It is because of Raila Odinga's insults to Meg Whitman and to the US for nothing. Raila Odinga attacking the US and Meg Whitman was one of the very, very biggest mistakes that Raila Odinga committed. And the reason as to why Raila Odinga and his allies, his supporters, attacked Meg Whitman, it is because of Meg Whitman making a comment concerning the previous 2022 general elections, saying that it was the freest, fairest elections in the history of the Republic of Kenya, of which it was not a lie. It was the truth. Raila Odinga, since then, he has never ever apologized to the US or to the US ambassador to Kenya. It is only at this particular time that now Raila Odinga is rushing to seek Meg Whitman's support, endorsement for the African Union Commission top job. Even if it were you, would you have supported Raila Odinga? Of course not. The same case applies here. Number two, to be honest, very honest, in Raila Odinga's politics, his entire politics, Raila has never ever wanted anything with the US. In fact, Raila Odinga has always urged all the African leaders to abandon, to resist the US. I mean, Raila Odinga always says that African countries should never ever seek any support from the US. Let me ask you, do you think that with Raila Odinga's statements and comments against the US, do you think that the US can support Raila Odinga? Who exactly is ready to do that? Of course, no one. That is why Raila Odinga is losing entire connections from the US. And finally, it has something to do with Raila Odinga's bad politics. Like, for example, during the previous 2022 general elections, when Raila Odinga was calling for the demonstrations across the country, majority of the US and foreign investors suffered a lot, simply because of political instability that was majorly caused by Raila Odinga himself because of his personal political interests. That is it. I don't know what you think. I would also want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and let me see you again in my next video analysis. Remember, my name is Jason. Bye bye. Have a good night.